When taking the limit of trig functions, you first need to remember this. This is a very common rule for limits that comes up a lot when you're taking trig limits, especially when you're taking a limit to x approaches 0. If you see anything with sign, some number, or some variable over the same piece that's inside the sign, the answer is 1 if it's a limit at x approaches 0. So this is really important. Now, by the way, it could also be u over sine u equals 1 as well. You can have the reciprocal of this as the limit approaches 0. It would also be 1. So just be aware of that. It's interesting. It's important to memorize that. Now, this looks a lot like that. So what I did is I decided, well, it's almost like that. Well, if I multiply top and bottom by 3, which I can, wouldn't this and this be the same? Aren't they the same values? So if those are the same values, can't I say that this right here, can I separate the limits as two separate limits? The limit is x approaches 0 of 3, and the limit is x approaches 0 of this. And then didn't we say that this, since these are the same, is going to be 1? And wouldn't this just simply be 3? 3 times 1 is 3. So the limit as x approaches 0 of this function is 3. And you need to know this trig rule. There is another trig rule dealing with cosine you must know as well. That comes up a lot as well. And you must understand that you can kind of separate these. I don't usually rewrite it separate like this. I just recognize and I go, okay, that's a 1. 3 times 1 is 3. I jump to the quicker answer. All right, just be aware. And just also remember that this can be flipped over and it's still 1. Good luck.